Eurogrip Tyres by TVS. Not just any grip, Eurogrip.
Time once again for our Eurogrip Tyres presents all about the grip. And Varun Aaron with me, wonderful fast bowler, got some serious pace. And I used to think his action was sometimes a bit slingy or difficult on the body. Then we saw Matisha Pathirana, right? And we're perhaps seeing the making of the next big thing as far as an overseas fast bowler from Sri Lanka goes. Tough one for you to try and demo for us, Varun, with the action. But I know you'll give it your best. Here's the ball. Matisha Pathirana's Yorkers have surprised really good batters, including Mitchell Marsh, who's used to playing pace. What have you noticed about what's different about the execution of the Yorker and what's already quite a complicated action?
See, I mean, guys like Pathirana bring something really unique to the fore when it comes to death bowling, when it comes to bowling in general, because every batsman is used to a bowler delivering the ball from here, which is where they line up. But when you see Pathirana, he's literally delivering it from the umpire's chest. So the batsman's first point of reference is from there, he goes there, which he's not used to. So first of all, it messes up with the batsman's normal reference point. That's number one. Number two is if you see Pathirana's seam, a general fast bowler's seam is vertical. Pathirana's seam is horizontal, right? So that's a big factor. It changes a lot of dynamics of the ball as such. Okay, he brings into something called the Magnus effect. I don't want to get too deep into it.
Please tell me what is the Magnus effect? So
that's something where when the ball's upright, okay, it's a different dynamic of the ball, obviously. And when it's going horizontal, so basically it's creating two pressure zones, right? A high pressure and a low pressure. So what happens when it's bowled at serious pace and the ball's moving? The ball is basically moving horizontally like this.
Yeah.
So that creates the ball to dip and tail. So even the other night, the ball wasn't old enough to reverse, right?
Correct.
20 over, he wasn't even bowling the 20th over. I think it was the 16th over, right? When he got Stubbs bowled. The ball wasn't reversing, but we witnessed something phenomenal, like dip and tail. That's purely because he's rewriting or changing the dynamics of the cricket ball itself by bowling it like this, which is natural to him. He's not really gone to a scientist and been like...
No, of course. I mean, the word dip is associated with spinners, right? Spinners get dip. Ashwin bowls one like that. So you can do it at that pace. Seam bowlers tend to come vertical, as you said. So what Pathirana is doing is very unique, and that's why there is dip, which makes the Yorker even more effective.
Even more effective. So even if he misses the Yorker by this much, the batsman's actually losing the ball somewhere here because the guys who got bowled were no number 11 and number 10.
Absolutely.
They were proper batsmen. And if somebody's getting bowled all ends up, that obviously means that this guy is doing something totally outrageous.
What's the grip? Let's talk about grip here for that Yorker. If he's getting something so unique, what are you noticing at this point here when he has to start holding the ball and then release it to ensure as much dip for the Yorker to be executed?
So when he's releasing the ball, I'm going to go here because this is not Pathirana. So when he releases the ball, he's obviously releasing it with a lot of force in his arm, So you see him literally throw his left arm away and then he goes from here. So it's again like a catapult and like a whip. Let's keep the whip as an example. So his body's been thrown to the left side, and his arm is coming through, and then he just releases this at the end like this. So when you see the ball in slow motion, the ball's literally like turning this way and going straight. So that just creates that dip and tail at the end.
Oof. Fantastic. Varun Aaron, thank you very much for breaking that down.
Thank you.
Even that, I mean, it's hard enough to get how that works, but for a batter, you need to pick it, play it, defend it, make sure it doesn't make a mess of your stumps. But that is brilliant from Varun. And that wraps up yet another edition of our Eurogrip Tyres presents All About the Grip.
Eurogrip Tyres by TVS. Not just any grip, Eurogrip.